All right, hang on. Let me jump in here. Let's see. Bop, 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 bop. Let me find your link. Boom. Join.
All right, everybody. So, good evening, good evening, good evening. I know y'all thinking this is probably like a repeat performance of just me sitting here kicking off the podcast for Savage Sports, but that's not the case, all right? My wingman, my co-host is a little bit behind. Sometimes work catches up with you. But it's still not going to stop us from doing our thing. We're still going to do Savage Sports Podcast featuring our special guest. One of the guests is running a little bit behind. Some people get busy. It happens. But for our first special guest that's on here, I guess you could call it like the Savage Sports Griffey show right now, since that's what you got right here. You got Major Griffey and myself, Stephen Griffey. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to kick into a little bit of stuff. Send questions, ask questions, whatever you got to go do. Let us know what you want to hear. But for this one, I'm going to say happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. I know everybody's probably doing their cooking and all that stuff, cooking some turkey, maybe a little bit of ham, Hispanic, maybe a little bit of pork shoulder. I can't say the word, so I'm not going to butcher it. It starts with a P and some other little things. I'm not Hispanic, but I know wife is Hispanic, so I get it. I get it. I know what the tradition is. All right, that's all I can say. If you ain't cooking,
you gonna get beat after this podcast.
Oh, she knows I can't say it. It happens. It doesn't roll off the tongue right. It's just not how I do it. If you ain't cooking all that, you probably got your pies baking, cakes baking. This is the time where everybody gets fat and happy, and then pernil. There we go. Pernil. If I said it wrong, forgive me. That's how I'm gonna roll. All right. But it's Wednesday, so we're gonna hit a couple of little college games. Griff, you want to say anything first off?
Hey, I'm glad to be here for my second time on the Savage podcast. I think more people, you need to follow these guys. My little bro, Stevie, and his counterpart, Sam. I think they're doing a great thing, and they got a great show going. So I'm going to do what I can do to help them out, and we're going to blow this thing up. We're going to get this thing to ESPN. That's what's up.
Hey, I'm all up for that one. ESPN ain't got nothing on us. I give Stephen A. Austin a run for the money if that's what it's how, that's what it is. We can argue all day long. He might be mad at me at the end of it, but facts are facts.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and hit it off. I will say last time you were on the show, though, we did have a little discussion, and I kind of went against the grain on you and everything. We was talking about Wake Forest and Louisville.
All right. You did call it.
Yeah, I did. It's one of those things. I hit the jackpot on that one. If I was a gambling person, I'd be rich right now.
I'll put it this: you had a good day on your picks, and you knocked it out the park that day. So I had to give you one up on that one. So I went against the grain a little bit, and that one didn't work out, but you knocked it out the park that day. So
can't believe you didn't go Richard Deacons on that one.
All right, that's okay, but we still alive, we still living.
True, very true. Before we get started, what teams have actually impressed you this year so far? I know we got the Big Ten that came up and running right after that one. The Pac-12 came up in. So which teams have impressed you so far?
A sleeper pick not a sleeper pick, but somebody I always underestimate is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Even though they knocked off Clemson, I don't know if I can really truly live with that one because they didn't have Trevor Lawrence. No Trevor Lawrence, not the same Clemson team. I don't care what the backups are, who they are, 5-star, 22 stars. I don't give a dang. No Trevor Lawrence, not the same Clemson team. So I ain't too convinced on Notre Dame yet, because the last time we said Notre Dame was that team was when Dale had the invisible girlfriend and Alabama beat them by like 800 points in the national championship. So I'm not sold on Notre Dame yet, but they are impressive. But we'll see. Soon to find out.
Yeah, I will say Notre Dame has been coming in at least into the Big Ten, visiting a couple of the teams and knocking off Michigan, Michigan State when they had a decent team.
Yeah.
Seen them kick in Penn State's teeth at one point. So
Yeah.
Notre Dame, they do their thing, but I don't think that they are literally ready for that complete spotlight yet.
I don't think so either. But I'll say, don't sleep on Indiana. Even though your team beat them, they struggled. I would say struggled. That was two good teams in a really good game. What, 42-35? That was a shootout. And the thing about Indiana is their offense is solid.
Yeah,
The defense has a little more work to do, but if you get in a shootout with Indiana, you might get in trouble. So kudos to Indiana for fighting that hard against the Buckeyes. And we know the Buckeyes are one of the top 2-3 teams in the country. Indiana, I'm very impressed with what they're doing right now. And that coach is probably not going to be there much longer.
no, he's going to have to go somewhere else
He,
for a bigger program eventually because they
yeah.
really did do work. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Indiana exposed Ohio State's secondary. Sean Wade, like I
Yeah.
said, supposed to be one of the top cornerbacks in the nation, and he was just getting demolished. And
You have games like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you go against receivers who just have your number that day. And the thing is, I always used to say when you play is like, look, you put on the pants just like they do, right?
yep,
Um, and any given Saturday, it can happen. I mean, they're as good an athlete as you are. One slip and they got you. One quick juke to the left, you go right, they got you. So you can't you can't go against them. It just happens. Those are good athletes on both sides of the ball.
but he's played against two good receivers. Dotson for Penn State is one of the better receivers, I would say, as far
Mm-hmm.
as college goes. He played
Yeah.
against Dotson, he was getting roasted. And then Fogel was demolishing him also out.
Right.
If he's going against top receivers in the first place, then he should be able to keep up with them, at least make it a 50-50 matchup, not 70-25. That's my downside to him.
Yeah, he had a bad day. He had a bad day. But it happens. You're not going to always be on your A game.
No.
And sometimes the other guy just figures you out, and they just got your number. You just can't stop him. So it happens. We'll see what he does. Who they play next?
They play. Give me 1 second. Let me 1 second. Illinois.
Oh, they're going to kill Illinois. So he'll get a bounce back game. He'll get a confidence booster against Illinois. So those kind of games are needed. Once you have a bad one, get a confidence booster. So he'll probably go out and get 2 picks, 5 pass breakups, and his confidence will go way back up.
Yeah, they do need it. The secondary was definitely struggling, especially on seam routes. But that's something that you literally in practice you can work on. I mean, even if that's your defensive line getting more pressure on the QB or linebackers dropping back in the soft zone to give your safety a little time to come down and filter over in that little spot. But
yeah,
it can work. They still got the win, which is a plus side to them. But definitely, Indiana gave them a run for the money. Speaking of Indiana, I'm not necessarily happy where they dropped either in the standings. I mean, that was
yeah, they got. Yeah, I always hate the first week of the BCS poll because one, you working with teams who've had 8 games. Some teams have had 3, who have 4. I mean, the body of work is not there to balance out really who to place where. So right now, I consider all the rankings generic.
I agree.
Because you place people somewhere. The only people who are placed that aren't generic is Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame. Everybody else placing is generic. So outside of that, you can't really say what's. I mean, come on. What can you say about a team that's played 3 games versus a team that's played 8 games?
Oregon for
It's
one.
not a body of work. So I hate it. I don't even know why they're doing it now because help me understand, when will you play the playoff? I mean, because if the SEC and the ACC end their season 3 weeks from now, Pac-10, Big Ten, they still have several weeks to play. What do? Take a 6-week hiatus and then come back and play again?
Probably, which it doesn't mean it's good for any of the players. It's not good for the coaches. It's not good at all. It's going to destroy the NFL draft because you're really not going to have enough time to sit there and evaluate players. You might have somebody that should be an egg that turns into a diamond. Then you're going to have that diamond who gets the NFL and just turns into a complete rotten egg for no reason.
Right.
But it's still the same concept, even if they had a full season to evaluate. You've seen players get drafted. I mean, I will say one off the back, LSU. Not talking about the current quarterback that they just gave to the NFL, but Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, God. So, okay. I thought, I'm blanking on his name, the Chargers quarterback. I thought he was the worst pick ever, right?
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell, he went out there. I remember he went out and had that workout, and he showed how big his arm was and how far he could throw the ball. Everybody's like, oh, my God, this thing is the next best thing since sliced bread. And, oh, my God, terrible. The worst waste of money ever. Besides the Chargers quarterback.
What about some Ryan Leaf?
Quarterback who they paid that money to. He went number 2.
Ooh.
Behind Peyton Manning.
Oh man, I know who you're talking about. It's right on. It's on the tip of my tongue. I want to say it's not Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf.
Ryan Leaf. Yeah.
Terrible.
I gotta pause you. Everybody, welcome Savage Sports Podcast. Welcome to Stacie, Gresham joining us.
What's up, Mage?
Wait a second. We'll get back to football in a second. But outside of being one of my college roommates and compadres for life and football for us, me and Stacie Gresham have a Spades record of 752-3. Anybody want to see us, come get that smoke.
Yeah, okay.
Against 2-year-olds?
Come and get that smoke.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I'm here all day, anytime, where you want it. We can get
All
it.
right. All right. We'll get back to sports. That was my PSA.
Yeah, but
Look,
yeah.
This is mine right here, baby. This is mine right here.
Undefeated.
Woo! True. We'll touch on the Steelers tonight just because you're on here. I'm not necessarily happy with them, but
How they trying to sham us?
hey, they're doing their thing. I will say that much. They are doing their thing.
They are.
What?
They balling.
It's not right. It's not right what they're doing, man.
They balling. Okay, here's the bombshell for college football today.
All right.
Nick Saban will not be coaching in the Iron Bowl against Auburn.
Yeah,
You think he's worried
have
about that?
Communication with the team from game day.
You think he's worried about that?
No, because they got it.
Exactly. He's not worried about that. He was like, that's like the game before when they had the COVID
LSU.
scare. Yeah.
LSU.
You think he was worried? He was like,
No.
good.
The COVID scare was against Georgia. He wanted to coach that game, yeah. So he came back. That was a false positive, but this was positive. So he's out for 10 days and can't officially come back until the actual game day on the 5th against Arkansas.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though, for me. The first time, even when they were playing Georgia, any other coach, any other player, regardless, if they had a positive or a false positive, regardless, they'd be like, no, it's a wrap. You're not playing. Go sit on the bench. Watch it from home. You're not going with the team. What makes Saban so special? Why did he get a chance to take like 4 different ones?
He had 3 straight negative tests against Georgia. That's why he got to come back and play. That's the SEC rule.
Yeah.
It's 10 days from the point that your first test positive that you're out. ACC, that's why Trevor Lawrence didn't get to play for 2 games. And they knew it. It didn't matter if he tested negative or not. Once he tested out for 10 days. And that was
but he tested positive initially. Either way, even if it was a false positive, he still tested positive. But Saban gets to sit there and beat around that bush, though. That's what I didn't understand. I mean, it's
no, because he did 3 negative tests in a row. So that's how they figured out it was a false positive.
They found out the next test was negative.
Yeah. The very next test was negative. Then he do 2 more, and he tested negative 2 more times, and then they cleared him.
So if he took a drug test for steroids and tested positive for marijuana and everything else, then he takes
COVID
another
is
test
different,
next day.
man. COVID is different because they know there's false positives.
No.
Yeah.
He got some favoritism.
Steroids is a whole different monster, baby.
Yeah, COVID is different because there's false positives. You ain't testing false positive for steroids.
Yeah, you can. You went to medical and then you went to the doctor. They shot you up with
right.
steroids and everything.
You ate that bad beef, huh?
Shoot. If it's in your system, you done it. Yeah. With steroids. Yeah. I mean, that's period.
A lot of them claim they ate bad beef.
That's just stupid though. I ain't even buying.
Yeah, they're like, I ate some bad beef.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I ain't even buying that one. So why I got y'all two on here, I know we talked about Saban not being there already, which you said it's not going to make a difference. I think it's going to make a difference either way. He does have his assistant coaches. He has his defensive coaches. He's got a monster of a team right now. But are they going to be as cohesive?
Steelers.
Say what?
Oh, no, somebody said, hang on. They said no Steelers. No, somebody, your wife said boo Steelers. Ooh.
Who?
Stevie's.
She knows what's up. She knows what's up. You know what's up.
Hey, haters gonna hate, baby. Haters gonna hate.
True.
That's what it is. Especially after we done what we did to them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody gets lucky.
Hey, but I appreciate y'all taking care of the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Y'all just got to back it up. We got rid of all the running backs for you, so.
That's funny.
Yeah. You softened them up for us.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think it might have been y'all that gave them COVID. Because y'all was one of the first time that we had a problem with the COVID jump.
They went down to Alabama. That's what that was. They had a party with Saban to help get him some recruits. So, since I got both of y'all on here, let's give one of y'all's flashback little memories of just give me one game off the top, one of them that y'all both enjoyed the most.
Stacie, what was that game you ripped them? Was that Georgia Tech?
Shoot, that was Army.
Okay, it was. Yeah, let's use Army. You know what I'm saying? I mean, It was always a fun game because they ran triple option.
Yeah, Murdoch.
Receivers flying out trying to cut you. I remember there's a couple plays. Receivers try to cut, jump them, fly, boom, take the running back out. You like, boom, beat the block, got the running back. So you remember them kind of plays. But when the lineman was cutting, wide receivers were cutting, running backs was cutting, everybody was chopping your legs. That's the only part I hate about playing Army because they just cut. But that's what you taught.
So was that one of y'all's favorite games, Georgia Tech, or going down there?
Stacie ripped it against Army.
Yeah, against Army, I had a pretty good game against Army. I had 78 yards or something like that on them.
Yeah, I mean,
Griffin, we was killing because look, I'm gonna tell you because it was during the Caldwell days.
Yeah.
So he liked to throw the ball all the time. So we was killing him with the draw.
Yeah.
So we was running to go. Rusty would drop back like he was throwing. Yeah, Rusty. He would drop back like he was throwing. Give it to me, boom, I'm gone.
Yep.
And Army. I mean, it was all right squad.
I mean, it was a number of different games, but what I'm saying, when you think of collectively, you know what I'm saying? When you think of Stacie was balling, I was balling, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That was one of those. Tech was another squad that you collectively against. Florida State. I had a lot of stats against Florida State, even though they was whooping our, but I was getting.
That's my claim to fame, man. Everybody.
And people forget. They look at the Florida State today like, nah. You got to remember the Florida State with the Charlie Wards and the
right,
and the Danny Cannells and the Peter Wards. And you got to.
I'm talking about the
Derek
Brooks. I'm talking about the Derek Brooks, the Derek Alexanders.
Yeah.
All them jokers on defense, man.
Remember Derek Vanover?
Yeah. Oh, my God, yo. Gone.
I got to ask you, Stace, which one got you the best?
E.G. Green.
Huh?
Which one got you the best while you run the ball? Which
Man, ain't none of them
got
give
you
me the best, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. My running style does not allow people to hit me with their full force. I'm gonna tell you like that.
I'll say this one. Who got you blowing snot bubbles?
Nobody. I'm trying to tell you. Nobody. I'm trying to tell you. If you look at my Wake Forest pamphlet, that was one thing Caldwell said right about me. He said, my slashing style, I will not get hit directly. Because I will slash real quick to where you won't be able to hit me directly. I mean, you might glance at me, but you ain't going to hit me full force. Nah, dude.
So what you saying was you rub baby oil all over yourself before the game.
This guy here. No, hey, Major.
What's up?
Hey, you remember when John Leach and all used to call Jeremiah's room talking about, hey, this Derrick Brooks, we about to knock you up next.
Look, okay, Jeremiah. If I give you a description of him, Jeremiah was chiseled like a Greek god. Was he not, Stacie? Chiseled the fuck up. Oh, let me not cuss. Up. That dude ran like the 10. Like straight away, Jeremiah was a fourth legit. But if that dude had to make a cut, let me put it this way. This dude got the ball, went up the middle against who was we playing? I forgot who we were playing. Carolina. Clemson. It doesn't matter who we were playing.
Clemson.
Oh, okay, yeah. He broke up the middle, blew by everybody. The safety was about 15 yards away from him. It was nobody left but him and the safety in the whole field.
I'm gonna stand right here.
He ran right into the safety. Dude, I would have cut way left, back way right. I would have made him make a decision. He ran straight into the safety, 15 yards away. Nobody but him and the safety and the entire football field. Touchdown!
We used to mess with Jeremiah when he tried to make a turn. Yeah, he had his arm out.
There was no fluidity.
He was just like this.
Running.
He would turn just like this. I'm going left. I'm going right.
So he said he never hopped on the balance beam as a kid. He could no agility.
It made no sense to be that strong and that cut up and that fast and could not cut worth a dime. I was like, dude,
the combine run and be like, this dude runs a 4.140, man.
He would get tackled in Pop Warner, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
So you said if they sent him to the combine and be like, why has nobody got their eyes on this kid? He ran a 4.140. Like,
chisel.
Look at his shuttle.
Chisel.
Look at his shuttle.
Chisel too.
Be like, look at his shuttle. What's wrong with his shuttle? He's still going. When did he start? 2 minutes ago. Okay. Got it.
Exactly.
So, all right. Big Griff, question for you.
Yeah.
Aside from Peter Ward, what wide receiver did you like the most to play against, or which one got the best of you? I know you're gonna say none of them, but
no. I wouldn't say that. So I'll tell you one who when we used to play NC State, right? You know, back then. So they had Alvis Whitted, and he was like world-class track speed, like legit 9 point whatever 100. You know what I'm saying? And so NC State used to love to run this little high-low, either the post or post corner. So you sit on it all day, right? You're like, all right, this dude. So me, I would see him getting his track stance. I'm like, I'm not even playing a short route. I'm about to like run 10 yards on top of him. Like, I'm out of here. Because I already know where he going. He trying to go, and they would still try to throw it, right? But then you get on top of it, then you run that post corner. He was tough to cover, simply one, because he could run routes, but because I also knew he had world-class speed. I mean, I'm not saying there weren't fast receivers, but this dude was on the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? So you knew you better not get tied with you and you in the back pedal, because they're going to bang him before they even throw the ball. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
which receivers that you couldn't allow to get on top of your feet before you got out of your break, and he was one of them. And you knew you better not let him get 5 yards into your back pedal. You better get out and start running, because if not, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? So.
Was he still running the shuttle too, or did he actually have agility?
No. This dude had agility.
Oh.
He had speed and agility. That's what I'm saying. That's what made him so dangerous was, I mean, he could run a daggone 5-yard stop route and have him like ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You like just could not allow that dude to close on your feet and you not out of your back pedal, because it was gonna be problems.
All right, so I gotta ask one more question for each of y'all then.
Yeah.
Stace, favorite type of offense? We talking about power run or we talking about zone run?
Oh, power. That's the reason why I went to Wake in the first place. Because when I went there, they had an I offense. And, you know, I was good at the tailback in the I offense.
Right.
So, you know, that fullback, I mean, shoot, I killed in that. I mean, that's when they gave me the nickname Little Natron Means.
I do remember him.
Oh, I forgot about playing against Natron.
Yeah, Natron Means, yeah.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I do remember him.
And that's what they called me there, because when I was on the Scott team going against the number 1 D, I was running through them boys.
Hold on. Who was the big running back from Virginia that first year we played them?
You talking about Kirby?
And Tiki. Who was that? What was his name?
Terry Kirby.
Virginia,
baby, Virginia.
Hang on, Stevie. The first play we played against UVA, this straight up the middle, 80 yards, touchdown. I was like, who was that?
I know exactly who that is.
Big running back. I mean, he just bust right up the middle, was gone. He was like,
he was the reason why I didn't go to Virginia. Because I was like, you know what? Nah, yo, if you got him there,
Harry Kirby was
ain't no way I'm gonna play. Yeah, I was like, nah.
I'm surprised he didn't have a more successful NFL. Dude was a beast.
He was probably, he was all right.
He was all right. He was average.
Did
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So if you like the power running game, then I mean, I know Georgia Tech, Navy, Army run that nice little flex, little wishbone kind of set. Did you think you could have thrived in that set?
No. But see, I'm
smaller backs. If you look at their offenses, those are
I'm more of a downhill runner. Yeah, I'm more of a downhill runner. And what they do all them sweeps and all that stuff like that, all that misdirection and everything.
I had a dude run 4 steps this way and reverse and come back and get that's more like a receiver type running back.
I get that, but their fullback position is technically their tailback. That's why I'm saying, do you think you could have tried at least at the fullback / tailback, not the wingback ones, considering that, you know, straight run whatsoever, because they were more worried about everybody swinging across, doing a nice little double option, a little counter, a little trap play here and there, but just straight up the gut.
If I was straight at the nose of that, where they do the dive and all of that, I probably would be good at that. But you know, like I told you before, I did not want to play fullback for nothing. I didn't want to do it at all.
I got that.
I did not want to do it.
All right, so Big Griff, question for you.
Go for it.
Considering that we got all this nice history, myself, I love playing cornerback whenever I play football. Cornerback's just what I like to play. I'm assuming me being like you, bump and run coverage, hands down all day if they let you play it.
You know, it's good to a certain extent, but if you played it the whole game, it's easy for teams to scheme against you, because at that point, all you do is get a dude who's similar speed to you and throw fade routes or put a big boy out there and make it a jump ball. It's easy to scheme against, so you got to kind of mix it up, mix and match. You got to come play bump, and you got to like disguise it and act like you're going to play bump, and right at the snap, bell. Like we used to have bell technique, stay and bump. I mean, you gotta defense is all about disguise and deception. I mean, because if you don't, it's easy for offenses to scheme against you when they run 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. You ain't got 5 dudes on the defense who can play bump and run.
Got it. If they're only running 2 wide receivers,
Yeah.
one on each side.
Safeties are more hit guys. I mean, they're decent cover guys, but I mean, you expose safeties in coverage a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? They're not like the best cover guys. They're like laid back. They're smart. They so they're not like the best cover guys. They're decent cover guys, and they're like better run fillers than what I would say corners are. But yeah, you ain't got 5 guys who could play bump and run. You know what I'm saying? Not
all right. So my next question for you is, you went Wake Forest. Both of you went Wake Forest. One goes to cornerback, one goes to linebacker. One goes to running back.
Yep.
I know you played receiver in high school, so why not receiver? Better yet, Stacie, question for you on your side. Why not on the defensive side?
Go ahead, Stacie. I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna tell you like this. When I was in high school, that's what I planned on doing, was playing on the linebacker, as a linebacker. But then at my senior year, when I started doing what I did, like I was like scoring all the touchdowns. I think I had the most touchdowns in the district at the time. And I said, man, you know what? I kind of like these accolades. You know what I mean? So, because I started getting all these letters from colleges talking about, oh yeah, won't you play running back? I was like, okay. I was like, all right. And you know what? I should have listened to my dad, because my dad told me, he was like, you know what? Running back's all good and all that. I said, but I think you should play linebacker. And I didn't listen.
That's got a good point.
And I should have listened to him, because I should have played linebacker, because I was always a better linebacker than I was a running back.
I can run with that one. I can go with that one. All right.
So my first spring at Wake, because when they brought me in as an athlete. So my first spring, I'd spend 1/2 of practice on offense, 1/2 on defense. My first spring game I played, I remember when Al Wood came in, he became our offensive coordinator, Stacie. He came from the University of Miami. He brought that spread offense. They put me in the slot position that did a motion and coming that back and forth and all that crap, right? And that spring game, I had 3 touchdowns, right? You know what happened after that? They gave that position to our All-American wide receiver, Todd Dixon. They was like, hold on. We got something here. They was like, how the hell did he score 3 touchdowns in the spring game? And we got our All-American Todd Dixon out here on the outside. He like, nah. And they put Todd Dixon in that position and moved me to defense. I ain't mad about it, but what I'm saying is I helped them discover.
It was Alex Smith.
For our All-American wide receiver. I mean, and I wasn't mad at that. And I'm glad I got to play corner the rest of my time at Wake. But, yeah, they were like, hold on, that position is got a little more juice to it than what we knew. We need to put Dixon right there.
They tried me a strong safety. I was like, what? I was like, yo, wait a minute, the strong safety? Hey, look, here I am. What was I? I was like, I was like 6'1", 225 back then.
Right.
I was like, what? Strong safety? Trying to cover all these? I was like, nah, yo. I can't. I said, you need to drop me down a level.
You hit him with that any given Sunday when Willie Beeman, like, you got me out here trying to cover receivers and hit 230 backs. That's not what I do. Said I got quick feet, so he made me a corner.
Now I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, if I'd have hit him, I got my hands on him, it'd been something different. You know what I mean? But they were just too fast for me. I was like, no, I can't do this.
Nope, I got you. I can agree with both of y'all. I like playing offense even when I got to play it, but I love playing defense. There's nothing really that you can honestly relate to, like just hitting the player, knowing you just completely clean his plate and you sit there watch him slowly get up. Like it's just one of those things. But then on the opposite side of it, you break a long run for a touchdown and knowing you left everybody in your dust. I mean, hey, it's hard to decide between both of those.
Hold on. So let me throw a question at you, Lil Griff.
All right.
So I can remember coming back and watching you play at Emory and Henry. And I was like, oh, look at him out there playing the cornerback spot. Look at him. Okay. And I remember walking into the dorm that weekend. I guess it was Friday before the game was on Saturday. And walk in, and all these people like, Griff, what's up, Griff? What's up, Griff? I'm like, how y'all know me? Like, oh, how y'all call me? So they called him Griff too, because hey, what's up? so I mean, so you give me your highlight of playing at Emory. What was your best times and your worst times there? So talk to me.
Well, for starters, small country living. So I did not get all the accolades of like FSU or like Wake Forest. None of the top D1 schools. The biggest D1 school that really hit me up was Duke. Other than that, I had a couple of the Harvard schools kind of hit me up. Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth. I wasn't going up to Dartmouth. I looked and seen where they were at in the first place. I was like, y'all all the way up north where y'all get blizzards 9 months out of the year. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with that one.
Right.
EMI, they sent me letters for that, which
Hold on. You could have went to Duke?
Yeah.
Why you go to Duke?
I saw what they did in football. I didn't want to go to a team that was losing that bad.
What do you mean, man? It was good. Look, Duke tore us up 1 year.
1 year. What happened the rest of them years?
1 year.
All right.
But look,
that was their best year, though. That was
year. Remember Ray Farmer? That's when they had Ray Farmer and them boys.
And they had the ball running back. The dude was his name. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll put it.
That's when I got in the paper when they said when something about Duke could beat FSU, and they said, but Griffey's not impressed.
Yeah. I'll put it like this.
Bulletin board material right
Yeah,
now.
I was like, I didn't say that.
Bulletin board.
We're not going to revisit that one. We did that one already.
So for me, it would have been 2002. That Duke in 2002, 2003 timeframe would have been when they wanted me to come. Not to mention the 10-page introduction, little application essay they wanted me to write to even have a chance for them to look at my application.
Well, Duke's a tough academic school, so yeah, they're going to want that stuff. Yeah,
I get it, but they weren't even offering me any kind of athletic scholarships either. The last one that I honestly had considered going to besides Emory and Henry was Georgetown. Now, funny story about Georgetown. Major remembers, I called him up one day. I was like, I'm debating on this. It's like Emory and Henry's down the road. I was like 45 minutes. Middle brother's off at college right now. I was like, mom and pops are still at the house. I was like, I don't know if I could really go too far, especially when they ain't really offering any kind of scholarships on the academic or athletic side of it. It'd be something I have to sit there and, possibly earn, which no qualms with that one. I was like, but what about Georgetown? He was like, what about Georgetown? I was like, they got a football team? He was like, Georgetown? Like, what Georgetown? I was like, Hoyas. He was like, they got a football team?
Yeah, I know,
really?
Right? Yeah, right.
I'm like, that's what I said. I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, they offered me a chance to go up to Georgetown, which I was like, I thought about it. I was like, man, if I don't know they got a football team, my brother don't know they got a football team. I'm like, scratch that one.
Yeah, I think they've since left football though. You know what I'm saying?
Did
they? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, only Big East teams, because you got to remember, in when you look at the Big East, all the Big East teams didn't have football. Remember, a lot of them were just basketball schools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There were a couple Big East teams that had football teams that later don't have them now. Like Georgetown, I don't think Georgetown has a football team right now.
No, they were still a D2 team at that point in time. The other ones I had was was a hard consideration.
There you go. Yeah, so they never joined the Big East as a D1 football program. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because it was small. Yeah, I don't think they really had a stadium, did it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
I didn't know. But I really didn't know. I was like,
have football teams. Yeah.
So that kind of crossed Georgetown off the list. Dartmouth, I thought about. I was like, I'm not going to Harvard and Yale. I was like, I'm not doing that one. I was like, I've seen their football teams. It's like, it's not something I really, really want to go play in the first place. So Dartmouth crossed the mind. It honestly did cross the mind. But the one thing that got me was, even though Emory Henry was close, that was one of the few coaches that actually came out to come see me and recruit me personally.
Right.
So The only downside to it was he was the offensive coach. I'd rather play cornerback. So initially, I took the offer to Emory and Henry as a wide receiver. Downside to Emory and Henry was me going in there, true freshman. I was already working into the 3 wide receiver sets, doing kick returns. I was the biggest receiver on the team at that point. I was only 6 foot, 175 pounds. And I was the biggest receiver on the team. So that wasn't necessarily fine. But yeah, no, one of my homeboys, Jay Clark, he actually played the cornerback over there, which I thought about doing the little transfer over and playing defense versus offense, but he wanted me. I didn't mind playing receiver. I like playing running back a little bit better than receiver, but I enjoyed hitting people. I like the whole little concept of one-on-one. You're like right in my zone. Like, this is me versus you. I mean, I built off the competition. I mean, that's just how I've always been. Like, I feed off of that one. You say you better than me, prove it. Show me. That's what I want to see.
Right.
So, Emory and Henry, yes, it was good. Downside for me, after the first week of like the season started, I literally tore half the ligaments in my left ankle.
Oh, which reminds me, I remember from the last podcast you were on, Stacie. Y'all brought up the fact when you were talking about, you were like, oh, when Griff got to college, he was like his arms, whatever, like, because the crutches or whatever, right? The story about the crutches. So Stevie didn't tell it right. All right. So what I had, the injury I had in high school, which is the reason I was on the crutches, was an avulsion fracture, right? It's called a high-speed sprinter injury. It's called, so when the muscles pull in so fast, it just breaks a piece of bone out of the hip bone. And it's called an avulsion fracture. And that's what I had. That's why I was on the crutches. And so it wasn't the crutches.
So wait a minute.
I did have to go up and down hills though to the school bus.
So if that didn't happen, you wouldn't have the biggest arms that you had then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, did it help? It helped some, but going up and down hills on crutches, because you got to think back then. You weren't privy to all the best technology yet. It was straight crutches and me in the hills.
You looked extremely odd because you were like this. You had these big arms. I said, James Joe got these big arms with these little legs, man. I was like, what is going on?
He come at you looking like Popeye.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on? I said, yo, he about to fall over, man. We need to hold him up.
He told you he was eating his spinach, right?
That was stupid. But anyway.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh God. Oh.
I remember it well.
So aside from that one, man, let's. Oh, Popeye looking joking.
Get back on track.
So I got Popeye, I got Bluto right here. All right.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh, God. I gotta clean you on Tuesday for a neck of the day so I can buy cheese.
Oh, God.
So let's get to a couple of these college games. Tomorrow, I'm not really banking on all these. We'll hit this one. Colorado State Air Force got canceled already, so you only got one game for tomorrow. New Mexico and Utah State. Just for giggles, who y'all picking on that?
New Mexico and Utah. What, they both play one game this year?
Probably.
0. Let's see. That is like, let me close my. Like I ain't heard nothing about either one of them teams.
Coin flip, exactly. It's a coin flip.
I'm gonna go New Mexico only because New Mexico has been playing recently, trying to step it up somewhat. But Utah State, no. Utah State is still Utah State. That's like saying Jacksonville State. Like, why are they even playing now?
Hang on. 2 or 3 years ago, Utah State did have a good year. they were beating some teams in their conference. It was like, oh, okay, Utah State's coming up a little bit, right? Like Nevada did that same year. But yeah, I don't.
Quarterback went to the Packers.
Right. I don't know too much about them this year because with COVID got the whole season jacked up. You got teams who played 8 games, 3 games. They playing their first game. You're like, it's hard to keep up with. So, but I don't know too much about either team. So it sucks to even try to pick that game for tomorrow. And I'm glad it's only one. So I'm glad all the games are on Saturday.
Yeah, Appy State's one of those teams that came up. Miss Jackson sit there and threw that one up. So
yeah,
we've hit that one before. So yeah, I'm gonna go New Mexico on this just because it's on the Thursday game.
Okay.
But let's get into this first big one.
I can rock with you on New Mexico because I got the tequila.
Them Lobos.
Yeah, Lobos.
So this week is pretty much, it's a whole bunch of rivalry week this week. That's all this one really is. And first one we're gonna hit, my Giant Killers. Iowa State Cyclones versus number 17, Texas Longhorns.
Texas is one of the most disappointing teams on the planet. Oh, look at this. The girls want to jump in here.
Hey, just in case y'all know, they're my little tall nieces. They look like they almost 7 foot tall. They probably down on their dad and everything. Yeah,
boy, Stacie.
One of them just had a birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's my tall one. Thank you. Go back there with them zombies.
Stars.
Are y'all recording?
Yeah, this
yes,
is
we are. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
This is a recorded.
Yeah, those are my nieces, just in case y'all didn't want it. Those are my 2 beautiful nieces.
This
I got
on to,
several more, but
like,
that's different.
Live, whatever.
Yeah. So who you got, Stacie? Major started talking about Texas for a minute, but unless he wants to go ahead and finish.
Oh, I was going to say, so Texas is one of the most disappointing teams on the planet because all that talent they've got in the recruiting classes the last couple of years with their new coach, and they just can't get over the hump. I'm like, they like Michigan, right? They win these games that don't mean nothing, right? And then they play the Ohio States of the world and the Penn States of the world and the Oklahomas of the world, and they lose every time. So I have no faith in Texas when it comes to playing any decent team. No faith.
I mean, they did knock off Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, man.
Early in the year.
That Ellinger,
Oklahoma team now.
that quarterback, yo, he's a winner. Yo, if he will put the team on his back, if anything he got to do is to win this game.
You talking about Ellinger, right?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna pull a
but he should be. Listen, this is the 3rd year ago he started. Like, go back to 3 years ago when he was beasting it as a freshman, right?
True.
When he came in, he was like running with power and speed. I said, dang, this is the next Tim Tebow, right?
Yeah.
And then he hit that plateau, man. He ain't going down, but he ain't got no better. It's just like flatline.
So I ask you this question then, since you want
to go with his talent. Whoever's around him.
All right, I'll let you go ahead, Stace. So who you got? Stace?
I'm going with Texas.
All right, so this is the question I'll pose to y'all. Ellinger or Colt McCoy, which one would you rather have?
Oh, God.
Which ones? Who?
Ellinger or Colt McCoy? Really?
Yep.
Colt McCoy won.
Colt McCoy quit on the national championship. He said he was not playing because he didn't want to get hurt.
No, that dude hurt him. That dude hit him.
And he said he wasn't playing to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because he want to mess up his draft stock.
That joker, I didn't hear about that. I didn't know that.
I didn't know about that.
But I know that joker hit the mess out of him. And I was like, oh, he's out.
Mm-hmm. He was. So
hey,
who you taking?
Him or him?
Yep.
No, you talking about, answer both questions. Colt McCoy or Ellinger or Iowa State or Texas?
I'm going to Iowa State. And
Iowa State too.
I'm going to take Ellinger. I honestly am. The fact that Colt McCoy decided, literally that was when I'm like, dude, this is the national championship. This is what
yeah.
you sit here and play for this whole time, and you gonna stay on the bench?
He's a fighter, yo. Ellinger's a fighter. That joker,
You
he
tell
will.
me, if you broke your finger or you was running out there sprayed ankle, Stace, and it's national championship time, are you gonna play or not?
No, I'm playing, yo. I'm staying in that. Yo, take this up real quick. I'm going back in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. Hey, Chevy.
Okay, that makes me think we were playing Florida State. All right.
Oh, shit.
We had a punter, and Coach Caldwell called for him, right? He's like, forgetting his name, he called the punter. He's like, come on. And he said no. He told Coach Caldwell, no. Hang up. And then the next series, they had to punt again, right? And then he ran up talking about something. Coach, I'm ready. And Coach was like, get out of here.
Oh my God, y'all remember that?
I
remember that. Yo, he was like, "What? Get him!" Yo, he had the high pitched voice too. Get him, man! Yo, it went real high. I was like, "Oh my God!"
Go in the game, Stevie, and he said no.
That was.
Player tells the coach no.
Yo.
Dog, he was scared. He said no.
I'm tell you.
Then we all got on him, and then he goes up to the coach. I'm ready, coach. Coach was like, "Don't get out my damn." Oh my God Almighty! Did he just tell him no? That was one of the funniest things I ever seen.
I said no. Yeah. He Dave Chappelle. Yo, couch.
Trip Moore, that was his name. Trip Moore. He said,
"Oh man."
Trip was like, "No."
Trip.
He was a trip, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yo,
next game, man.
You know what? That is funny. Yo. When Caldwell, you start yelling, his voice used to get so high. It was like, what? All right. Oh, no, he talks like this regular. All right, guys. You know. Yeah.
All right.
When he get pissed, that voice go up real high. You know what time it is.
All right. So we're gonna take a former number 5 ranked team in the country before they play Florida State versus the number 2 team, Notre Dame. North Carolina versus Notre Dame.
Ooh, you know what? North Carolina's offense is so deadly. But Notre Dame's defense is really good. It ain't great, but it's really good. That's gonna be the deciding factor. It's not gonna be Notre Dame's offense against Carolina's defense because we know they don't play defense. It's gonna be how many points can Notre Dame keep Carolina from scoring?
They're gonna be playing at UNC, so
it's gonna be a shootout.
I'm telling you like this. It's gonna be Notre Dame.
How many?
Oh, not many. Not many. It's gonna be a shootout. But I'm gonna tell you like this. And I'm gonna think Notre Dame gonna have a little.
Notre Dame by 6.
Oh, I'm gonna say more than that because I mean they beat Clemson by just a touchdown.
Nah, I think Carolina's gonna keep scoring with them. Carolina's gonna keep scoring with them.
Clemson has a whole lot better defense than North Carolina. North Carolina, look what they did with us. But wait, they was going shot to shot with us.
I know that, but Wake's offense is good.
Wake's offense ain't Notre Dame's
offense. We can score on anybody. It's our defense. We got to stop people.
Hey, Wake's offense ain't Notre Dame's offense.
You're right, but we can score on anybody.
That's what I'm saying. And then their defense is a whole lot better. Notre Dame's defense ain't no joke.
Well, you got to pick another
number. All right, so Notre
States.
Dame by how many?
Hey, Ms. Jackson said 10.
I'm gonna
so you got to pick another number.
10. I like 10. I like 10.
Okay, so my IRA said 10.
You got 10 and 6.
10.
All right, I'm gonna go history, and I'm gonna say Boston College tried to run the table on Clemson and Notre Dame, if I remember. And
both games are close. Boston College, kudos to them. They play both of them tight.
Yes.
Exactly my point. UNC has been up and coming the past 3 years. I'm pretty sure they have been ranked. Besides Florida State having that little mishap with them, Notre Dame's going to take it. I believe this game their offense is going to shine.
How many?
It's going to be more than 10. They're going up by 17.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that one though. I don't know about that one.
17.
17.
No.
17.
No.
Because look, I'll give it like this. Notre Dame might get up by 30, but North Carolina gonna come back and score at least 20 something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, 6.
All right. 6, 10, and 17. Got it.
Notre Dame by 6.
Got it. Just because Florida used to be one of those states that brought in many speed athletes, etc. And they used to just run stuff.
Okay.
It's not 2 big schools, but it is 2 schools that have hit the radar over the past several years at one point in time, possibly ranked here and there. UCF versus South Florida.
Ooh. Who's coaching South Florida now?
Great question.
Dude, is that the coach that left Florida State? No, he went to
So that means he went to FAU.
FIU. He went to Lane Kiffin's old school. Damn, I don't even know who coaches you.
That's why they're gonna lose.
Now.
That's why they're gonna lose. You don't even know the coaches.
Does coaching really matter?
Yes.
You got athletes, you don't need no coach.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Just because of that,
I'm joking.
UCF is going to beat South Florida, University of South Florida. University of Central Florida is going to beat University of South Florida. 21. 21.
Just because I like you so much, I'm going to go South Florida by 3.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm going UCF, honestly. UCF is going to take it. I'm going to say 10.
I'm saying 21.
I don't even know who this coach is now. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Look him up real fast.
Fine, we'll come back on your vote on that one. Go
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, let's stick to rivalries. Central Mish versus Eastern Mish.
The Chippewas.
Jeff Scott. Who in the world is Jeff Scott?
You don't know
He
who
came
Jeff
from
Scott
one
is?
of the mid-major schools.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he came from a mid-major.
No, he got a Clemson. No, he came from Clemson.
Oh, he was their offensive coordinator?
He was a he was a wide receiver coach.
Oh,
Well, I mean, that kind of fits. I mean,
So wide receiver coach, co-offensive coordinator. Oh my God, they are 1-7.
Who is?
South Florida. You know what I mean?
Hang on, I'm going to change my vote.
Look.
UCF by 35.
Yeah, man, you got to look at these things sometimes. It's like, what? Hold on, man.
Yeah, UCF by 35.
I know they got hypo at UCF.
And Ron said she's with me.
And I'm like, man, no, yo. If you don't know who the coach is at South Florida, it's like, no, they about to take a L.
UCF by 35.
yeah, Stacie like he threw his phone.
That's terrible.
So UCF,
right,
got
next.
it. Heads down, UCF. Said Central Mich versus Eastern Michigan.
The Chippewas.
I'm gonna just go Central Michigan because AB used to go there,
Okay.
and that's the only reason. That's the only
Nothing
reason.
analytical, just AB.
I don't know nothing they do because I don't see none of that football. So it's like,
Nah.
I'm gonna go old school. Why'd you pick that team? Because their colors are pretty. I'm gonna go Eastern Michigan.
So Central Michigan got the ugliest because they got brown and yellow or something.
I
like
know.
that.
It's like brown and gold.
Man,
It's like somebody took a turd and just
Chippewas.
wiped it over some gold. Like it's like a uniform.
I'm rolling with the Chippewas.
All right, fine. All right, we'll hit you on some Pac-12 real fast.
Oregon. Roz says by 50.
50.
She gotta bump that up a little bit more. It's gotta go higher than that.
Hey, I'll take that bet.
She said by 50.
I'll take that bet. Give me 50 points.
Roz,
Go ahead.
she says you take that bet. How much?
Wow. Apparently my back's going to sit there
How
and
much?
go bye-bye.
How much for by 50?
50 for 50. Let's go.
All right.
I don't have a response yet. I don't know.
So let's go Pac-12. Oregon ranked number 15's played like 3 games this whole time whatsoever. Ain't really done too much versus Oregon State.
Oh, never mind. Well, I'm thinking
who? You said
I'm thinking
Oregon
Oklahoma
State.
State.
Oregon versus Oregon State. Them Ducks versus the Beavers.
Oh,
It's the rivalry.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. Where are they playing
Oregon.
at? Are they
Oregon.
playing at Autzen Stadium?
They're playing in Oregon.
Yep.
Oh,
The state of Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
In the backyard of Nike.
Period.
Oregon. The Ducks.
Yeah, I'm going with Oregon.
I gotta go with it. They lost their quarterback to the Chargers, so yes, Oregon. I'm gonna go
Oregon.
because Tennessee took Mariota at one point, who happened to just get kicked out of that whole little place, but that's beside the point. Oregon's got it.
At home.
Yep. So 2 other games that got canceled, which nobody was looking forward to: Southern Mississippi, UAB, and San Diego State and Fresno State. Pretty sure nobody cared about that one, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip past that.
They did out there. What you talking about? West Coast? West Coast?
So we gonna skip past that. That don't even count. So let's see.
Who we got next?
I'm not even talking Ohio State. They're playing Illinois, Kentucky versus
Oh, we
Florida.
already
Wait a
know.
minute now. Are you trying to look past Coach Lovie Smith? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Lovie Smith might have them boys ready to beat y'all.
No.
It was a
I'm
good try.
not even an Ohio State fan whatsoever.
It was a good try, man. It was a good try. It was a good try.
No.
But if you
No.
ever say something crazy like that,
Hey, man, it was a good
you
try.
committed.
It was a good try, man. It was a good try. I like Lovey, man. That's all. I like Lovey.
Man, Ohio State, listen, this quarterback is going to be on the bench by halftime.
Yeah. Oh my God, yo.
No,
That's
they won't. They gonna play with stats.
He's
They
going
can't
to
put him
be
on the
up in the
bench.
stands
Heisman.
eating popcorn with his mom and daddy in the third quarter, okay?
He wants to win a Heisman, man. He wants to win a Heisman. He'll be in there a little bit longer.
He's going to be eating popcorn with mom and daddy in the stands by the third quarter, dude.
In the stands.
Yep.
That game's going to get ugly real fast.
All
They
right.
might have to call.
I'm gonna ask this question then because Ohio State's going to win that one. We're not even worried about that. That's Ohio State all day.
Yeah.
Up and coming Kentucky versus number 6. Number 6.
Hang on, let's back up. Up and coming. Do you remember what happened last week against?
I know they got destroyed, hands down, hands down. But do you think
63-3?
Do you think
Who they play?
Florida, Kentucky versus Florida?
It's gonna
Oh
be
my.
okay. It won't be 63-3, but it'll be 43-10.
So answer this question: Is Florida deserving of the rank number 6?
Look, maybe not, but we'll find out when they play Bama.
It's different times, man. It's different times.
All right. I would say Maryland and Indiana, but I think Indiana's going to roll over.
Indiana's
That's
gonna
not
be
even
good.
worth it. That's not even worth it. So I'm gonna give you 2 bum teams just because it's a rivalry right now. I say bum teams, even though yes, it's me pretty much just squatting over top of the Big Ten. Penn State versus Michigan.
Oh yeah, they bum all right.
Cellar dwellers. 2 top teams that are cellar dwellers. Okay, hang on. Penn State is 0-5 now, right?
Oh yeah.
They ain't won a game.
No, they have not. They are 0-5, dude.
None. Zip.
And think about it. They were preseason top 10.
Yes.
Well, they had everybody opt out.
Top 10.
No.
They had
they are 0-5.
Ain't nobody opt out?
No. That's
their full team.
Look, they just get slapped around.
Out. That's just what they had left over and from their recruiting. They were preseason top 10, dude.
No, Coach Franklin. Not like that.
0-5.
Everybody that came in and looked at Penn State and told them that
they might mess around and not win a game this year, dude.
Everybody that played 10 looked at them and told them, I'm Charlie Murphy.
I said they winning this week.
So it's got to be Harbaugh.
Well, hey, I ain't got no faith in Harbaugh either. So, I mean,
I know, right?
Buddy.
Shoot, he fighting for his job.
Hey, look.
He ain't got no job.
There's one good thing about Harbaugh. He takes his kids to Greece for spring football. I mean, hey, who wouldn't want to go do that?
I want to win. I'm just.
having spring football in Greece. What kid wouldn't go to Michigan for that?
Who in Greece knows how to play football?
Who cares? They're traveling the world for spring football.
That's crazy. Oh, he took the whole team.
2 years in a row.
Okay, yeah.
They went to like Paris or something last year.
Oh my God.
Look, that's a problem.
See, now you about to get their whole team scholarships and everything cut now.
No. The NCAA already looked into it, and then they found out it was legal. That's why they did it 2 years in a row. Because what they did was they went there, they had football, and then they did like school stuff, and like when they like toured and stuff, they made an educational thing. So the NCAA couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, until it turned 11 o'clock at night and everybody disappeared from the hotel.
I mean, that's a different story. But long as they made it educational and about football, they could do it. And they did it.
Look, this is where the Greek gods came from. Now, I understand that Michigan is nowhere near a Greek god, but this is where they came from. I need y'all to inhabit their ghostly spirits. No.
Michigan,
they are
the word Michigan. The word Michigan originated from the word Mythococles, which is Greece. So, in essence, Michigan is Greece.
Man, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb.
All right, fine. I want to give this to Penn State. Harbaugh ain't getting his job back regardless of what's happening. Penn State needs to win to at least.
You think he's getting fired? You think he's done this year?
Somebody talking about some study abroad. They were studying abroad.
Yeah, I bet they were studying abroad while they were in Greece.
Yeah. What'd you say? What'd you say, Major? Them French hoes out there? Smelling like a French hoe.
Those are croissants. But who y'all got? Penn State or Michigan?
Michigan.
You just want him to do his job. That's your problem.
No,
I think Harbaugh's gonna win again. At least Michigan's won a couple games. Penn State about to go 0-6.
I want Penn State to win it just because they ain't won nothing. At least save some face for this year because they probably ain't gonna win nothing else. They ain't got nothing else to look forward to.
Well, if Penn State loses, they're gonna be the next school hollering, Hugh Freeze.
True.
I think people opted out, man. Ain't nobody that bad in the Big Ten. Coming off the year they had last year. Somebody had to opt out.
Nah, he told me they ain't going back to Greece so they quit playing.
Quarterback play. Think about Florida all these years, why they falling off. Quarterback play.
Yeah, they ain't got a quarterback. Their quarterback is a wide receiver.
Penn State ain't got a quarterback.
Yeah. Let's see. Next game we're gonna hit.
Ross said fired.
Yeah, he fired. Put him on the stick, hold him over the fire.
Penn State, he fired.
Who they gonna get? If
Hugh Freeze.
Oh my God!
Everybody want Hugh Freeze.
No. You know who they're gonna get?
Who?
Luke Fickell.
Oh, Cincinnati.
Yes.
I will see that. What up? So let's go.
Are y'all about to go get started? Hang on.
All right. So let's roll this one. Number 1, Alabama versus number 2. I'm gonna choke and then I'm gonna come out and play all-star football. Auburn.
Auburn.
Listen.
Roll Tide.
I'm giving you the hot take for the night. It's gonna be. Where's the game at?
They're gonna be at Alabama.
Never mind. I go back to Alabama.
It's in Alabama without Nick Saban because of COVID. Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator, will be leading the team on the field as the interim head coach, while Nick Saban is at home peeing his pants and punching his desk every time they make a stupid call.
I don't know, man. You know Steve like to drink.
We got one Auburn fan.
You know what I mean?
We got one Auburn fan in here. I see that. Trish Mack said Auburn.
I see Auburn on there. Trish. Talking about some Auburn.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
As much as
War
I really
Eagles,
don't
come on,
care.
man. The War Eagles is not Roll Tide.
As much as I do not care for Alabama, I don't see them knocking off Auburn unless Auburn literally does some fourth quarter magic again.
Look at this. Roll Tide. Roll Tides.
I just hope it's a good game.
Yeah, Auburn
it's going to be a
is.
game just because they're rivals.
It's going to be a fight in the middle of the game. I'm calling.
Look, Auburn's going to feel very motivated because of Nick Saban's not on the sideline. Nick Saban is an X factor, whether he's playing or not. He is an X factor.
True. So, yeah, Alabama's pretty much got this one. I'm going to say Alabama by 10.
I'll put it this way. It ain't going to be a blowout. Alabama by 17.
I got 10.
Look who's here.
Oh, what's up? What's up, girl?
Welcome.
So I gotta take my murder podcast out my ear.
She back here cooking hard. Thanksgiving.
Yes, after walking 20 miles today, I came home to my second job cooking.
Oh man, I should have changed this one. I had special guests. I said special guests plus 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, look at all those people. What is that?
That is a background. Those like zombies.
Oh my God.
Major got people locked up in his house.
They trying to,
yeah.
Hey, look, I got them locked
Go
up
away.
in grandma's little basement.
So then we gonna go, since Stacie Gresham has his special guest on here, I'm gonna give her the next game. It's gonna be an easy one.
All right, Sarah.
You gotta take a pick. Go ahead.
What?
Texas A&M versus LSU at Texas A&M.
I have to say LSU.
Pretty good.
Well, they were last year's champions, so we can see why you would make that pick.
It's Texas.
Texas A&M.
Get down.
Number 5, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M is the number 5 team in the country right now.
No, I don't want you to be alone in this one.
All right, go.
So I'm gonna give you LSU with it. LSU's gonna come in and upset Texas A&M.
What?
It's time for that change.
What?
No, A&M's got this one. They're gonna be the ones that at least has a chance to possibly give Alabama a run for the money.
Hang on, let's back up. You said A&M's gonna get Alabama a run for the money?
Probably not. I
You
said
do
might have a chance.
realize that Alabama has already destroyed Texas A&M, right?
Yeah, I know. That was the beginning. That was then. This is now.
Get them out of here.
This is now.
No, man. That defense done tighten up now. Alabama's
That's
defense done
okay.
tighten up.
That's okay. Alabama will still beat them by 28.
Yeah.
Oh, Alabama's still gonna get them.
Boom.
There's nobody that's gonna really even compete with Alabama. I'm not holding any kind of thoughts on that one. Next game on this list, even though he left.
Them zombies getting them.
Yeah. I know, Auntie. I know. But we're gonna hit Northwestern that came off a win against Wisconsin against Michigan State. Michigan State, the only saving grace that I can say they have is on the defensive side of it, they've normally had a very decent defense versus Northwestern, who's normally had a nice little potent offense.
Stay. So let's take it back. Remember us playing Northwestern down in Chicago in the snow and sleeting, cold rain? That game was awful. I mean, we won, but that was like the conditions. I can see now when you play football, like, don't get me wrong. We played football in the snow coming up in Virginia, but Jesus, down there, when it was like snow and that cold rain and sleet, and the ball was like trying to catch an ice cube. Let's start there. And then, because I remember that's a game I had an interception, and the ball went straight through my hands, hit me in the face mask, air, popped up in the air, and then I fell down on the ground and caught it. It was like a blooper reel, dude. It was like funny. I don't even know how I got the interception, but it went straight through, like hit me right in the face mask. It went up in the air, and then I jumped up and fell down on the ground and caught it. I was like, this is terrible.
Hey, you know what I remember about that?
What's up?
The damn
Those
plane.
T-shirts.
No. The plane ride there when we landed.
Oh.
The plane came in.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a crash.
Hey, look, the plane came in like this and went straight like this. Straight down.
Right. And all the oxygen masks fell out.
He was like, yo.
All the oxygen masks came out of the top, fell down, while we were all like, oh, like this and stuff. Like, yeah, we thought we was gone.
Y'all took the bus back, didn't you?
Nah, we
we thought it was gonna be Marshall all over again. Oh snap!
Yeah. Oh man!
Because you come down over that damn water.
Yeah.
And we hit so hard. I thought that was it.
Done for.
I thought we was gone.
Y'all's pilot was sipping that whole flight over there. He's like, I'm nervous.
I was sleeping.
No, I'm saying y'all's pilot was drinking the whole way over there talking about, stewardess, I'm nervous. Let me get a shot. Calm my nerves.
I mean, it's a private plane. It's just us on the plane. So
Yeah,
I said the pilot was drinking, not y'all. The pilot.
Oh, yeah. Now that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So who you got? Northwestern, number 8 versus Michigan State. I see one Michigan State in there.
Northwestern by 10.
Northwestern.
Northwestern, they knocked off Wisconsin.
We
Was
got
that
on
7-17?
Yeah.
And
I see one Michigan State.
You know why? They call them the fighting Reese Davises.
Who? Northwestern?
Yeah, because Joey Galloway said before that game was played, Joey Galloway called them, they were a bunch of Reese Davises. Yeah, he said, so Wisconsin gonna beat the crap out of them. He was like, okay. And they won the game. They was like, yeah, what's up with them fighting Reese Davises? I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
A little spicy.
For me, I'm going to go Northwestern.
Okay.
I'm going to give them 3 touchdowns. Difference.
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
I think Michigan State's gonna play with some pride, but I think Northwestern's the better team.
Yeah.
I
think 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't know
Northwestern
about
by 10.
3. I'm going 3. All right. So we got that one. We'll hear. We got one more on this one. This will be the last one we get on college since tomorrow is Thursday. Everybody know we got to hit NFL, especially when it's Turkey Day. You got to have NFL games on the Turkey Day. No football on Turkey Day is just sacrilegious. You got to have it.
They shammed us.
I'm not saying it didn't sham us on the games, but that's beside the point. Last one for college.
Oh, she got Black Lives Matter. We won the election already.
Yeah, it's like, we're talking about sports. We already won the election.
Hey,
right.
it's something that has to be pushed all the time.
We aren't biased. Everybody gets love, all right?
Sorry, y'all, for the political talk. I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings on this call.
Right.
All right. So, number 9, Georgia Bulldogs versus South Carolina. Gamecocks.
Oh my God.
Okay. Point one.
We already know it.
Georgia made the smartest decision going to USC transfer at quarterback.
Okay.
He lit it up last game, right? Georgia's a different team now with that quarterback. So, South Carolina, you're losing by 28.
All right. I'm gonna say South Carolina has beaten who they beat? Auburn?
Nobody.
Nope. They knocked off Auburn, right?
Okay, let's see.
Georgia knocked off Auburn too, though,
This
right?
year? Hang on. How successful have they been this year?
I ain't saying they've been successful. Now, this is my point.
Where they head coach at?
Right here. It's me. That's where I'm gonna be at next year. Me.
He fishing.
That's beside the point.
Because he got fired. That's how good they are right now.
That's true. That's true. He got fired. But this is the point I'm gonna make. South Carolina has not shown up for 75% of their games.
So you said every game they not there for 3 quarters.
No, they didn't show up for 75% of the game for those 4 quarters. The games they did show up for have been the games against the ranked teams.
Okay. So what you trying to say, man? I just spit it out.
I'm saying
I know
Georgia.
you're not trying to say they about to beat Georgia.
Look, I'm calling the upset. That's all I'm saying.
Hang on. Somebody, what? Gamecocks is going to win. What?
That is a good person right there. That is a great person. I'm glad you made the wise choice to pick the Gamecocks also.
She said the Gamecocks. What? Okay.
I'm calling it. Stacie, your mic off. You muted.
Look, like I said, it's definitely not gonna be no 28-point blowout.
Nope.
You think it's going to be closer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hang on.
Yep.
They're gonna play up to their competition.
Time out. I'm about to bet both of y'all.
They ain't got nothing to live for. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. I'm about to bet both of y'all $20 that Georgia's gonna win by 28.
Bet.
Cool. Hey, Ms. Griffey, just so you know, I got $20 for you later on. I'm taking that one. Ain't no way in the world.
Yeah, I'll take that bet too.
Ain't no way in the world. I'm calling Gamecocks with the upset, all right? Their Bulldogs got they have
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it. I never said I was putting the money on them to win. I just said I'm taking Major's money that they're not gonna win that Georgia's not gonna win by 28. Georgia does not have their identity right now. Gamecocks definitely ain't got theirs. But when it comes time for them to play against a ranked team, they have shown up and said, "What's up? What's my name?"
And it's in South Carolina?
What's my name? Yes, it is.
I mean, I understand your thinking, but I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't. I mean, it's
South
not
South Carolina with the upset.
Upset.
Yo. Nah.
Upset. Yeah, this is the same thing Major said when I said Wake Forest is gonna be Louisville. He told me, nah.
Who said no? Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. He said, nah.
Major went against his own college.
When? When?
He just said you said Wake was gonna beat. He said Wake was gonna beat Louisville. You was like, nah.
No, was it Louisville? I said, yeah. I said it was gonna be a close game.
Oh my God.
Listen, hang on, time out.
Buckeyes for sure, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Pause.
If you ever go into sportscasting, right?
Major, pause.
If you
Pause for a
ever
second.
go into sportscasting, you cannot choose your own team all the time.
Pause for a second. This man is on this podcast, which is Wake Forest hat. He switched the hat once already. Wake Forest again, and then bet against his own team. Went to the school and all. No faith.
Hey, listen. When you talk sports and you chopping it up with your fellas, you got to speak truth sometimes, right?
True.
You speak what you think at the moment, right? No, listen, am I glad my boys won? Hell yeah, I was sitting there screaming at the TV like a banshee. You think I gave a dang about the pick I made? No.
Yes.
Let's go. but me making a pick is just based on knowledge of what I've seen and this and that and do. So no, I'm good. I'm glad they won.
Look, it's just like Joey Galloway.
Yeah.
Oh, that bunch of Reese Davises, and guess what? They're gonna look at you like, oh, okay, punk, not gonna go with us. You take our head off. Take it off now. Take our head off.
Look at Mr. Heisman Trophy from the Wolverines. He's on there every game day on Saturday talking about the Michigan Wolverines ain't gonna win.
That's perfectly fine, Major. You remember a little town called Grundy where we grew up at?
Grundy, Hurley, all that.
All right, remember how you walk into Grundy and you have to sit there and look over your back every time you took 2 steps? Because they had the sign when you said, welcome to Grundy.
Run, nigga, run. If you can't read, run anyway. Yes, I remember that sign.
Look, that's how you going to be when you go out tomorrow. You're going to be walking around like.
Nah, bro.
I did look.
My people know I got.
They be like, yo, you better hold on. Didn't I see you on that? You better take that dang hat off. Take it off.
Never. This is blood, sweat, and tears.
They're gonna be like, hold on. Welcome back to the college. Wait a minute, what's your name? Oh no, you're not allowed no more, sir. You're not allowed in the college no more.
Hey, this is blood, sweat, and tears.
Remember how you said your loans was done?
This is the Alamo, baby.
They gonna be like, you like your loans was already done. We made a mistake. You still owe us $30,000.
Then I show up in a black trench coat.
Yeah. My name's Damon Daniels. I'm Damon Daniels. I'm not Major Griffey. No, I'm Damon Daniels.
You gonna sound like Dave Chappelle. They tell me you still owe us money.
I remember Damon.
But all right. Aside from all the college and ragging on Little Major a little bit because he chose somebody else besides his alma mater, you know what I mean? But that's beside the point. People
last weeks ago, come on, let's get something.
Thursday, Turkey Day. They got rid of one game because people want to go catch COVID, cancel some games. It happens. You know, it's one of those things in the NFL, they're doing it right now. But they left us with 2 of the best games possible for the week. 4 great teams facing off against each other. We got the NFC East, Dallas versus Washington.
Okay.
And Texans versus Detroit.
You know what I hope? I hope nobody watches these games because this is pure trash. Everybody was waiting for.
They got 2 games in Texas.
Everybody was waiting for the Steelers and Ravens. Everybody was.
They really were, but they decided the Steelers needed a break to actually get their stuff together, you know, so it happens sometimes.
And then turn around, no.
So we starting with, let's see, lowly,
Get my.
the Washington football team versus, hush, Vanessa, the Cowgirls.
Hey, y'all need to get out of here. Get out of here.
What's
Look, this game has playoff implications, okay? This is a great game that has playoff implications.
For who?
For Washington and Dallas and the Giants. Of course, playoff implications all through this.
Out of them teams.
Whoever wins the division.
What playoffs are they going to?
These are going to be so much trash games.
Stacie, he just said
so much trash games
position between the Giants, the Washington football team, and the Cowgirls.
And the Eagles.
Trash.
What playoffs?
We're going to have trash football tomorrow. That's what's
going to happen. We got to go back to that display.
Trash football.
From
the Colts. Remember this? The Colts. Playoffs?
Trash. You know what's going to happen? Toilet bowl twice. They gonna give out some turkey legs.
They playing the COVID Bowl.
They don't even deserve. They don't even deserve turkey legs. They must better give them some Cornish hen legs.
That stockpile of toilet paper they bought for the first round of COVID.
Yeah, they got it ready for that game, right?
All right. On the real though, you know what's really messed up though? For real, they are honestly playing for a playoff spot. That's the downside to it. They literally are playing for a playoff spot because those 4 teams make up one division. You got Washington football team, Dallas Cowboys, Eagles, and the Giants, all in the same division. All of them with 3 wins.
This
pretty
reminds
much.
me of that year when the team who went to the playoffs had a losing record from that.
Yeah,
year.
It was the Saints.
They were 7-9.
It was the Saints. The Saints or the
They got
Seahawks.
in the playoffs. Hang on. And then there was a third place team in another division that was like freaking
11 and yeah, like
12-4 and didn't make the playoffs.
yeah. I want to say that was Green Bay and Seattle.
7-9 team made it over 12-14 that year.
Seattle beat the Saints. That's what it was.
Yes,
Seattle beat the Saints
but
and got the
That's
dang playoff.
sickening.
no, but this is the downside. None of those teams are going to make it to 7-9.
Trash.
That's the downside. They're not going to make it to
Trash.
7-9.
I think they need to implement a rule right now. You don't win at least 6 games, you can't get to the playoffs.
They might not make 6.
I think 6 should be the cutoff. If you're
They're
6,
not going to make 6.
if you're 6-10, I absolutely don't believe you deserve to go. But if you enter your division at 6-10, a rule is a rule is a rule. But if you don't get to 6 wins, I think your division is cut out.
Oh, well, that whole division needs to be cut out. The only thing that they actually are going to win, well, look, whoever wins that division is pretty much going to get the short stint because
If
it's
you
going to mess
go
up their draft
6-10
position.
and make the playoffs
They're gonna get in.
over a 13-3 team, that is
It's going
not
to
right.
happen. It's going to happen.
That is not right.
Like I said, trash football is about to happen tomorrow.
Yes.
Trash.
So aside from the trash, I'm an Ezekiel Elliott fan, so I want to see Dallas kind of win, but Washington's defensive line is very, very nasty. And
You got him on your fantasy team, don't you?
No, I honestly don't. I got McLaurin on a couple of my fantasy teams, but if McLaurin is hurting Washington, Washington is not going to win regardless. Because he's the only offensive weapon that Washington has.
I don't know. Gibson's pretty good. That running back they got.
That's
That running
the rookie,
back.
right?
Yeah. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they got a good foundation. Once they get a good quarterback, get their line play right, and maybe another receiver, because their defense is looking up.
They let go of the quarterback pretty much. They had Haskins.
They didn't shoot.
Hey,
But
look, he's an Ohio State
him.
family, okay? He just hasn't had the right chance. He's going to pull a Tannehill and go to the right system and flourish, all right? That's how I'm looking at it. Dallas is going to win. Where y'all go? Y'all froze up. Think I got kicked off. I get kicked off, babe. Sure enough did. It just disconnected it.
You can't get back on?
Nah, it disconnected it.
Can't get back on?
I don't know. Are they still on there?
Yeah.
Ain't that some junk right now? So I'm gonna go Houston just because Detroit is not necessarily clicking. Even with Stafford, Washington beat
That's kicked you out because we were talking about the Cowboys.
Don't say it again because they'll kick you right off again.
Vanessa
Apparently.
kicked you out. Vanessa cut the internet off because we were talking about the cowgirls.
Oh God, yeah, it kicked me out, but apparently it doesn't want to show me anymore. So I'm not gonna argue with that one. Last game I had, yeah, but Detroit, that's not gonna necessarily be a good game. I'm gonna say Houston and Detroit, both teams are on some other stuff right now. So I'm gonna go Houston just because Detroit is not necessarily clicking, even with Stafford in or Stafford out. That's my pick.
You're picking who over what?
I'm going Houston over Detroit.
Oh yeah, I mean Watson. Look,
You going with Troy?
give me one game
going
where
Texas.
Stafford's done anything this year.
No. Galloway's gone. Marvin Jones is getting 2-0.
Look,
They ain't keeping
I know that because that's my fantasy player, and I have had him for 1.5 games.
Oh man. Oh man, they got you.
Yeah, it's gonna be Texas. It's gonna be Texas.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Detroit,
will
look. I'm gonna tell you like this. Have you saw the stuff that was like all these Detroit fans are like, we fired Jim Caldwell, who was 9-7, for Matt Patricia, who's what? Trash.
He ain't won yet.
Ain't won nothing.
No.
This is
like-
his third year.
Is it? Yeah. Trash. Ain't had a winning record yet.
True. But here, tell me this part.
He's wasting Matt Stafford's prime.
Oh yeah.
Tell me this part. Even though these games sucks, tell me you ain't gonna watch it. Tell me you ain't gonna watch it.
I'm boycotting.
Yeah, tomorrow. Tell me you ain't gonna watch it.
I'm boycotting.
I'm gonna eat so much I'm gonna sleep through him.
And then wake up and like, who won?
They moved my team. I'm boycotting. That's dirty. They did us dirty.
Nah, I probably will watch a little bit. I mean, it's Thanksgiving, and I mean, you look. If you ain't out in the backyard tossing the football, you got to be watching it. So what's up?
True.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's pretty
sleep.
much all I got on that one. That's pretty much all I got. I know my video messed up. Everybody's hanging in here, so I appreciate y'all two running with it for a minute. For some reason, it literally just like completely shut me out for a minute. I'm like, what just happened?
Hang on.
But what?
Your wifey said I was gonna be watching and cheering for the Cowboys.
Yeah, you heard it.
What's that on PlayStation?
Nah, the game.
Oh.
You forget, she know where you live at.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Vanessa, what's that on PlayStation?
PlayStation.
That's the only place they good at now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
At least on PlayStation, I can still play with Dak Prescott.
Can
Can't
you?
even say nothing. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Updated rosters?
Yeah. Oh no, we ain't playing with updated rosters.
He going basic package from the start.
Hey, no updated rosters.
Come on, Dalton. Come on, Dalton.
Hey, look, if we play with updated rosters, half the damn NFL is hurt. So no.
Oh my goodness.
True.
Yeah. Well, except for the 10-0 Steelers.
Y'all have some hurt people. You got some people.
Ooh.
Fine. Hey, Steelers are winning. They are 10-0.
You winning,
I will
you
say
good.
again,
I
congrats
can't
again. Now,
Vance McDonald. Who wants him?
nobody.
Exactly.
That's why the 49ers got rid of him. Nobody wants him.
We need a blocker every now and then. That's all that is.
True. But overall, I mean, that concludes at least most of these games. I mean, ain't nobody really going to watch. I have to throw Thursday in there because it is Thursday. I can't be biased about it. Until Sunday kicks around, ain't nobody looking forward to it.
Rod said, "Go Steelers."
I know she
That's
did.
right. That's right, Roslyn. You know what I'm saying? We up in here, baby. We up in here. 11-0.
Hey, your wifey said they miss Prescott. They'll have him back next year.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty said
Maybe.
probably. Hold
He'll be out
on.
there on crutches.
Maybe.
That don't sound too sure. What you mean probably?
He's not Terrell Owens, all right? Ain't nobody else in the NFL playing with a broke ankle.
Y'all gonna stick with Dalton, huh? They gonna stick with Dalton.
That's just horrible. that's not good.
Hey, Dalton on he getting his groove back. He like Stella. What's up?
Yeah, he's not gonna pull a Tannehill. That's not happening.
The Red Ranger. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah. Overall, man, normally we would do our NFL stuff on Thursday, which is tomorrow, but we're not going to sit there and impose on everybody's Thanksgiving / Turkey Day, however you want to look at it. It's food day, okay? It's food day. That's how I'm going to call it. It's just going to be food day for that one. So for our NFL, we're going to do that stuff on Friday.
All right.
Friday, we're going to kick off all of our NFL, hit y'all with the games. Should be decent. I mean, the best game I see on here so far is going to be New York versus Miami. I'm just joking. I'm just joking on that one. But definitely
against Jones.
That's going to be a horrible game. Probably the best game next week is probably going to be Green Bay versus Chicago.
Trash.
Would you rather see Cincinnati and the New York Giants?
Negative.
All right, then. There we go. But, yeah, that's how we're going to kick it off Friday. And my co-host should be ready to go and everything. He's still on the hill of men. I will say thank you. Thank you very much for both of y'all, even though nobody can see me right now. Stacie, Gresham.
Thank you for having us again, man. This is fun. You have to bring us back, man, and let us chop it up with y'all.
It's fantastic. I
definitely
love it. I love it.
Definitely so. We'll have y'all back again and everything. That one's going to happen. Get Sam back in here, too, since he's still healing. Sam, I know you ain't watching right now, but go ahead and get better. Those of y'all know you can't see me, but that's all right. But I definitely have to sit there and say I appreciate y'all getting on here. I appreciate everybody else tuning in. And I hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. May everybody stay safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Go Deeks, y'all, and eat well.
No. You can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. You can't do it no more.
I did one game.
Hey, Steelers, baby.
Steelers, congrats.
Hey, Steve, hey, y'all be easy, man. I got to get down here and do something.
All right.
Everybody have a good night.
All right, bye.
Later.
I cut the recording.